in Gotham is adverse. You have my permission to die. The Dark Knight Rises movie review featuring Bane. Tom Hardy is Bane, and Christian Bale is back reprising the role as Batman / Bruce Wayne. Where can I begin? The movie is epic! And when I mean epic, I mean by grand proportions. How epic this movie is. And I'm going to go on file and explain to you why this movie hits these different reels. I'm not going to try to spoil it for you, but let me give you a quick rundown of what the movie is about. It's 8 years since The Dark Knight. In this movie, they're going back they're going ahead 8 years, and people have not quite got over the fact that what the Joker basically did to the city. It's still like, when he created all that chaos, that's pretty much how the world is now. It's like something's brewing, and it's gonna come. But Batman is MIA. He hasn't been around. He's just been in the house, you know, on Boxing Socialist maybe, or Movie Socialist. He's just been in the house doing absolutely nothing, and it's tearing at him, and you can see that. And in this film, more than any of the previous two, this is the best acting we've seen. I don't know if that fighter got him pretty much boosted up to do a better acting performance, but his performance in this is far greater than probably the fighter. He might get nominated for an Oscar, because in this one, this movie was all about pain and suffering. And none of the other Batmans really were focused on this. Each film is different. I think the first one mostly focused on his inner fears, and the second one with the Joker pretty much focused on the inner chaos. Which basically was fear too, the fear of losing control, or the illusion of control rather, because they didn't have it, and anarchy. This is just all about brute force and pain. Bane is introduced when he starts coming through with his army that he had brewing to take over Gotham. He is just blunt force trauma. And when he applies enough precision to what he's doing, trust me, there's some exciting scenes in this movie. And the action is like a little bit almost too much. Like, it's just it's so much going on in the scenes that you really can't take it all in. So my buddy said, there's no such thing as too much action. A little bit. I think that they could have shortened the scenes a little bit more. When you have a well choreographed action scene, it doesn't have to be that long. Some of them were long. Like, they were saying, well, maybe the crowd is getting a little bored. Let's get the action going, and let's just have it going on. Because I mean, there's some rumbles in here, and it goes down a few times in here. So the fights with Bane and Batman, you know, those were pretty good. I don't want to give too much of anything away. But The Dark Knight Rises is about Batman coming back because Bane forces him to. But he's been gone 8 years. So it kind of breaks down to like a boxing thing, you know. It's like he's been 8 years out of the ring, and now he's coming back into the ring. There's going to be ring rust. And mentally, he's not the Dark Knight anymore. You know, he's got to find what made him the Dark Knight and come back again. And then Catwoman was pretty much basically the way she was supposed to be in the comic books. She's a cat burglar. She works with Bane in his quest, and then realizes that, like, wait a minute, this guy ain't, me and him don't have the same ideas at all. I don't think he cares about anything but destroying stuff. But the ending of this movie, I think, you know, I'll always wait for Chris Nolan's and his endings, and then you have what's going on with Bane, Batman, you know, all these things going on at once. I'm not going to tell the ending, but it's up for jury debate. I thought it could have went in a better direction, personally, I liked it. I mean, it's suitable. I said, okay. But some people are blown away by it. They love the ending. And I'm shocked. I was shocked about that. I was like, I didn't think people would like love it. But there's knowing you're a genius, because you made some people love this ending. And I'm like, wow. Maybe I'm missing something here. I just said it was suitable. Didn't think it was even close to being like, I loved it. I just thought it could have went in another direction. It would have been much better. But I'll take it. You know? After giving a stellar movie like that, you can't do nothing but take it. Now, this movie has the best acting of all, because everybody had to delve deep into their character. Now, the Joker, of course, will always be the greatest villain, but in The Dark Knight, well, I'll do a comparison between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises later, so let me not just go ahead into both movies. Let me just say this is Christian Bale's best performance. I thought he was the best standout of all of the other characters, because even though we were already familiar with him, he never really had to touch these emotional tones that he had to touch in this film. The action is more than enough for the fans, so those who feel like they might be just not enough action scenes, there is enough action scenes to keep you in suspense. So The Dark Knight is better than the Avengers by far. It makes the Avengers seem like a cartoon. Okay, it just don't seem real compared to this. This is gritty art, but it's intelligently done and very well scripted. I liked all the characters. A lot of them are not really in it that much, and they didn't have to be. They all play an important part of the role. And the John Levitt guy, he was excellent as the cop investigating, see what's going on with Bane and all these crimes. And he's trying to connect the pieces about the rumblings, you know. He was good. Matthew Modine or whatever. Why is he in this movie? He had no significance in the movie whatsoever. I don't know why he was even in it, but I guess it's just so he can tell his friend, I was in The Dark Knight Rises, and they won't believe him. Alright, I'm out.